That problem will eat you. The problem arrived quietly. No one saw it come through the door. No one heard it knocking. It simply appeared one day, small enough to ignore, light enough to carry without noticing. At first, it looked harmless. It was only a thought, a tiny worry that slipped into the mind and sat there politely. It whispered questions in a voice so soft it almost sounded like your own. What if this goes wrong? What if you fail? What if you're not enough? The thought didn't shout, it didn't demand attention, it just stayed. Most people would have brushed it away, but this problem was patient. It waited in quiet corners of the mind, feeding on attention the way small fires feed on dry leaves. Each time it was noticed, it grew a little stronger. Each time it was replayed, it grew a little louder. Soon the thought had weight. It followed everywhere. While eating, it sat at the edge of the table like an invisible guest. While walking, it trailed just behind, like a shadow that moved half a step too late. While trying to sleep, it leaned close and whispered again, "You still haven't solved me." Days passed. The problem grew. It stopped looking like a simple thought. It became something larger, something with shape. Not a creature exactly, but close enough that you could almost imagine it, breathing in the dark spaces of your mind. It fed on worry. Every time fear returned, it swallowed another piece of calm. Every time doubt repeated itself, the thing grew another inch taller. Soon, it was everywhere. It sat on the shoulders like a heavy coat that could never be taken off. It crowded the chest until breathing felt slightly harder. It turned quiet moments into echoing rooms where the same question bounced endlessly against the walls. What if you can't fix this? The worst part was that the problem never rushed. It took its time. It nibbled at confidence. It chewed slowly through peace of mind. It swallowed hours of sleep. Piece by piece, it ate. Not loudly, not violently, just steadily. Eventually, the person carrying it realized something strange. The problem had never forced its way in. It had been fed. Every replayed worry was a meal. Every imagined disaster was another bite offered freely. Every moment spent staring at it gave it more room to grow. The realization came slowly. The problem wasn't just eating, it was being fed. For the first time, the person stopped thinking about it, not pushing it away, not wrestling it, not arguing with it, just refusing to serve it another meal. The silence that followed felt unfamiliar. The problem waited. It shifted restlessly in the corners of the mind, expecting the usual feast of anxious thoughts. But nothing came. Minutes passed, then longer. Without attention, the thing began to shrink. Its heavy presence became lighter. Its whisper lost its sharp edges. The dark shape that once filled the mind slowly curled inward like a creature growing hungry. Because that was the secret no one notices at first. Problems can grow teeth. They can grow claws. They can even grow large enough to swallow entire days of your life. But they only become monsters when you keep feeding them. And when you finally stop, they begin to starve.